think this is an interesting retouching problem. I bought something called Hardboard, which is this piece of masonite, and I covered it with something called Golden is the manufacturer, Black Gesso. And then after I primed it with a layer of Black Gesso, I added something also made by Golden called Crackle Paste. And the reason I did that is because I wanted to make some crackle texture maps for use in computer graphics and retouching and things like that. And I figured I was going to use both sides of the board just to be frugal, because the boards are almost $5 each, and there's a faint logo printed on one side of the board, but I figured it would never show because it was going to be covered by gesso and then covered again by this thick layer of crackle paste. But amazingly, the logo leached its way up through both of those other layers to the extent that you can actually read it. So I have to get rid of it. Here's what the texture looks like, and you can see that it's kind of interesting for all kinds of things, and it would be hard to generate something like that yourself, so I want to use this texture process to make it. So I got to get rid of this logo. So the first thing I'm going to do is, and I discovered that this worked out pretty well, which is why I'm making a little movie about it, but I'm going to reproduce what I did before. So let's see, Control A, Control C, File, New, OK. Here's a new image. Now I have two images. The first one I'm going to turn black and white, where it is right there, black and white. And I discovered that if I played with the yellow slider, I could get rid of most of the problem with the logo. If you go too far, it starts to get white again. So there, that got rid of a good amount. And then if I play with the magenta slider and the blue slider, I could get rid of the rest of it. So merge down. I'm going to use that as the luminance channel in this image, which I'm going to make into LAB color. So the channels are lightness, A, and B. In fact, let me get rid of that. Lightness, A, which has no problem at all, and B, which has a big problem, but it's easily fixed. So let's put these channels together and fix this image. Let's see, we go back to the original, and that's the one that we used the black and white adjustment layer on to turn to black and white, but we got rid of the logo. Now I'm going to take the red channel, doesn't matter which channel I take because they're all identical, and copy that. Then we go to the other image and we go to the lightness channel, and I'm going to paste that. It's a little darker, but we can worry about the luminosity later. Now we go to the A channel. A channel looks fine. Now we go to the B channel. The B channel has a problem. We go like this. And refine edge. Nice and blurry. Control C, Control V. Drag that over. I'm dragging that over. I'm covering up the logo now. And there it is. And there is the finished image with the logo taken care of. Image mode RGB, and maybe I'll just take a little bit of, I'm going to use the pen, take a little bit of that color and brush it into this layer. Set that to, I find that saturation seems to work best. And then just kind of evening out some of those areas where I may have pulled out too much color because of that trick I did with. Actually, I guess I didn't pull out any color. Anyway, I like evening out the color that way. So here it is before, here it is after. And there it is. No logo.